We've heard it called a private summer. We've heard it called so many things, but what exactly is menopause and should you be embarrassed by it?
Wow. So no, it should not be embarrassed by it. One of the other things that I also say to my clients and to anybody who will listen is that it's also not a disease. This is a stage of life, and it's unfortunate that we have made it into such a negative. We get so excited when young girls go in and have their first period, and we're so excited, and then we stress out and struggle through the whole process of our womanhood, fertility, until we're hoping and praying for the time when this will all come to an end, i.e. menopause. And then we stress through that. So it's unfortunate that as women, we have really downplay our process of womanhood into these stressful times instead of celebrating them. And so that's the unfortunate part. But there's reasons why I think that we are not celebrating them, because it's a struggle.
What are some things that you can do to probably mitigate those feelings or whatever symptoms you're going through?
There's a lot of things that you can do. And I think that the important part is that people don't, across the country, across the board, don't have the same solutions, don't have the same information. The first thing that is I have found is the most important thing is don't stress. Easier said than done. But believe it or not, this actually makes things so much worse. So much worse in that your symptoms of menopause, your what we call the vasomotor symptoms, get worse. Your hot flashes, your night sweats, when you're under stressful conditions, or when you're just stressing about the hot flash itself in the moment, it is worse. So finding outlets for your stress is one of the key things that I talk to people about and have talked to people about and women about for years, in how the difference between why some people struggle through menopause and other people just cruise on through is the level of stress that you're under. Sometimes you have control over that. Sometimes you may feel like you don't, but that's what I do here at Deep Rooted Health, is that we also work with people about how can we mitigate that stress.
A lot of times people think about taking pills or supplements or trying some herbal things. Are there any things like that that you would recommend?
I absolutely support women in doing bioidentical hormone pelleting here at Deep Rooted Health, along with meditation and all different ways that they can support their nutrition, their hormonal balance. So having a balanced diet is really important, because that is one of the ways that our hormones become off balance, our stress levels become off balance. Eating foods that are not inflammatory. So those are other things that can cause that. People will say that they know that they can eat certain things and it's going to bring on a hot flash. So staying away from those things that may cause that. And usually those things are things that are going to cause inflammation for women, or stimulate the nervous system. A lot of coffee and caffeine and things like that can be. And a lot of times women will crave chocolate, but they may be doing counterintuitive to what they actually really, need for them to have a really balanced time of their lives. So knowing what works for you and what doesn't work for you is really important, and finding a healthcare professional that can help you figure that out is important as well. But yeah, there's things that can be done.
Closing out, is there anything else you want to let the ladies know that are watching this interview that feel like they are just fighting themselves in their own body right now?
Well, I will say this: don't do not let menopause stress you out. Do not let this time in your life, which is supposed to be a celebration, get away from you in the fact that you may be empty nesting now. You may be able to have freedoms that you didn't have before.